Okay, friends, good morning, all of you. This is Solomon Raju, Head of the Department, MBA Program, DNR College, Bhimavaram. Today, we are going to discuss about the capital issue management. We have already familiar with the terminology of the capital issue management, merchant banks, SEBI, and all that. In the process of issue management, someone will act as advisory role, that is merchant bank. So here you observe the merchant bank is a combination of banking and consultancy services. Banking and consultancy services provides consultancy to its clients to what, for instance, regarding financial, regarding marketing, managerial, and legal matters. Consultancy means to provide advice, guidance, and service. It helps business persons to start the business. To start the business, they need capital, they need funds. So funds management is very, very essential for any kind of entrepreneur. So majority of the entrepreneurs, besides their skills, they need funding. Their main strength is their skills. But lack of financing facility or funding facility, most of the entrepreneurs are lagging behind. So these merchant banks are giving an helping hand in one way to be considered. Yes. So the entrepreneurs went for a public issue. The management of issue refers to the effective marketing corporate securities, that is equity shares, preferential shares, debentures, or bonds by offering them to public. Merchant banks as intermediary whose main job is to transfer capital from those who want it to those who need it. So in the market, two parties are there. One is borrower and the other one is lender. So between borrower and lender, merchant banks will act as mediators. Sometimes they may fund something, or without funding, they used to provide service. So management of public issue of shares, debentures, traditional service rendered by merchant banks in India. The issue function may be broadly divided into three categories. One is a pre-issue, during the issue, and post-issue. See here, the instruments, equity instruments, preferential instruments, debentures, or bonds. These bonds and debentures are debt instruments. Equity is a own fund, regarding own fund. These are all borrowed fund. Okay. And you see, basing on the size of the issue, the SEBI given guidelines to appoint, it is a mandatory. Mandatorily, the issuing companies should appoint merchant bankers. For any issue, the issuing companies can appoint merchant bankers. For that, SEBI issuing guidelines. So the size of the issue, if the size is 50 crores, The number of merchant banks required is 2. If the size is between 50 crores and 100 crores, the required merchant banks are 3. At the same time, subsequently, if the size increases 100 to 200 crores, the required merchant bankers are 4. Similarly, 200 to 400 crores, 5 merchant bankers are required. Above 400 crores, the board can give consideration how many merchant bankers are required. This is the mandatory obligation for the issuing company to appoint merchant banker for a issue. Okay, hope you understood. Next, coming to the management of capital issue, you observe here the capital issue are managed by, say for example, we have number of categories. If it is a category 1, previously we talked about how many merchant banks are required, and here about talking about the categories. Category 1, category 2, category 3, category 4. Category 1 merchant bank corpus fund is 5 crores. Category 2 maybe 50 lakhs, 3 20 lakhs, and the last one may not require any funding. So see here, the management of capital issue by a category 1 merchant banker constitutes most important aspects of their services. So see, public issue of corporate securities involve marketing of capital, issue of new and existing companies, additional issue of existing companies, including rights and dilution of shares by letter of offer. See, in the issue management, especially in public issue, here we can divide a new companies and existing companies. New and existing companies. New companies can authorize the capital from SEBI, that is called authorized capital. So they go for issue, a new issue, or IPO, initial public offer. So the amount purchased by the public goes to company, that is a new company. Sometimes, see here, there is a wording of issue of new and existing companies. So new and existing companies and additional issue of existing companies. There is a difference between a new issue and additional issue. New issue and additional. First time issued capital, new issue capital, or IPO. What is an additional issue? Say for example, the company authorized to raise funds from the public for 1,000 crores. If the company goes only 500 crores in the initial stage in an IPO, that is a new issue. Further, in a later stage, after 1 year or 2 years, they may raise the rest of the authorized capital of 500, that may be considered as an additional issue. Or sometimes they may obtain additional permission for another amount, that is also considered as additional issue. So new issue and additional issue amount comes to the industry, whereas existing companies, additional issue of existing companies. That means the existing companies can raise additional funds, additional capital. That also obtain approval from or authorization from the SEBI. Okay. So this additional fund, additional issue, may be a rights issue. See, rights issue. Rights issue in sense giving a chance to existing shareholders to subscribe. That is called rights issue. Before going to public, the company has given offer to their own shareholders, say for 10 is to 5. That means 2 is to 1. For every 2 shares, 1 share you have the right to buy. A shareholder has the right to buy. Why? If the company having very good reputation and more number of subscribers come forward to apply, under such circumstances, for their own shareholders may not have the opportunity to purchase. So only as a pioneers of the shareholding, their own shareholders, the company can give priority to their existing shareholders by issuing rights issue. Okay, issuing rights issue. Similarly, the public issues are managed by the involvement of various agencies. So, who are managing these public issue? See, underwriters, as you are aware, brokers, bankers, advertising agency, printers, auditors, legal advisors, registrars to the issue, a merchant banker providing specialized services to make the issue of the success. So you observe this, there are different agencies. Say, for example, underwriters are there, brokers are there, bankers are there, advising agents are there, printers, auditors, legal advisors. All these are different tasks. So each task, each individuals can specialize. So the merchant bankers can develop all these wings on their own, or they may appoint from outside. Okay. They may act as underwriters, they may act as brokers, they may act as bankers, they may act as advertising agencies or printers, auditors, legal advisors, and all that. These are all you see as merchant bankers providing specialized services to make the issue of the success. In the subsequent lesson, we will discuss thoroughly about this merchant banking agencies or activities. Okay. Next, see, the merchant banker is the agency at the apex level. They can plan, coordinate, and control the entire issue activities in the different stages with different agencies for the success of marketing of securities. That is subscription of the securities or issue management. For this, you see here, the merchant bank is divided into 3 phases. Phase 1, pre-issue management. Phase 2, work during the issue. Phase 3, post-issue management. So there are different tasks to be fulfilled in the process of the issue management. So these 3 stages very important. That is pre-issue, during the work, and post-issue. Okay. If you observe this, Pre-issue. Steps required to be taken to manage pre-issue activities is as follows. The first one is obtain stock exchange approval to memorandum and articles of association. So what are your bylaws? What are the things you are supposed to include your bylaws in your memorandum of association and articles of association? So you get the approval from the stock exchanges. Okay. Next, taking action as per SEBI guidelines. So you can find out already you observed the company's memorandum of association, articles of association, and submitted to the stock exchanges and obtain their approvals. Then you can match these things to the SEBI guidelines. Under the purview of SEBI, it is okay. Then you can finalize in appointing the different agencies. So because it is your overall responsibility as a merchant banker. So once you study their articles and the memorandum and matching with the SEBI guidelines, then you go for the appointment of the following agencies. That is a manager or a co-manager or a advisor to the issue. Appointment of underwriters to the issue. Appointment of brokers to the issue. Appointment of bankers to the issue. And appointment of refund banker and refund banker. And if sometimes it is necessary, go for advertising. So you may appoint advertising agency also. And who are our printers? And who are our registrars? The registrars also very, very important. Everything has to be registered. So you can finish this advertising appointment of different agencies for the issue. And in the pre-issue, advise the company. Once after appointment all these agencies, then you go to advise the company to appoint company auditors, appoint legal advisors, and broad-based board of directors. Then the pre-issue process may be finished with the appointment of auditors, legal advisors, and the board of directors. So you are having familiarity with this manager, co-manager, underwriter, broker. If you want, we'll discuss later. Next, coming to next phase. This is first phase. Next phase is sorry. After appointment of this board of directors, we have another things to fulfill in pre-issue only. That is drafting of the prospectus. Everything will be mentioned in our prospectus. That is, what are our guidelines? What are our rules? What are the things we have to be stipulated in our books? It is nothing but our prospectus. It is nothing but our guidelines. It is nothing but our principles. Everything should be prescribed in the prospectus. In this aspect also, the merchant banker helps the issuing company. Okay. Next, obtaining approval of the draft. Whatever the draft you proposed, you can obtain the approval from the company legal advisor and underwriting financial institutions or bankers. That may be yourself or some other. As a merchant banker, you may be a underwriter. You can okay it. If the other fellow, you can obtain permission. Okay. Next, coming to the obtain some consents. See, obtain consent from parties and agencies acting of the issue to be enclosed with the prospectus. Whatever the prospectus we released, so you can obtain. To whom we will involve in our prospectus, you obtain their consents. Okay. Next, approval of prospectus from SEBI. So the company bylaws and prospectus will submit to the SEBI and obtain the approval from SEBI. And filing of the prospectus with the registrar of companies. Right. Registrar of companies should be filed. Making an application for enlistment with the stock exchange along the copy of the prospectus. Application for enlistment with stock exchange. Then it will be processed. So now the issue will be open for subscription. The issue will be open for subscription. Right. Here we can release our prospectus. Coming to here, during the work, that means the comprises of launching advertisement of the advertisement companies, so print media, radio, TV, hoarding, posters, whatnot, whatever the media means, we may go for a publicize to the public during the campaign. So, as a merchant banker, for the issue during the work, you can organize investors conferences, brokers conferences at a leading centers. Capital centers are maybe identified. So you may call for your co-bankers, you use your network and conduct some conferences and publicize your the company prospectus, company future, and all that. Okay. Only thing you have to motivate to make subscription of the issue. So then collection of reports, what is happening. So what are the speed of the subscription of the issue. So all the information you may collect or obtain, then close the issue by necessary press releases. Okay. In closing the issue, you can organize again the press release with the advantages and prospectus and hope of the people and demand of the company shares in the public. All these are the merchant banks finish at during working of the issue and after pre-issue. Okay. Lastly, the post-issue. There are some other tasks to be fulfilled after subscription of the issue. See, there are several points included one by one. Number one, to verify and confirm that the issue is subscribed to the extent of 90%, including development from underwriters in case of under subscription. So you see, you confirm this is fully subscribed or under subscribed. So fully subscribed, no problem. Or if it is under subscribed, Is it more than 90% or less than 90%? You make a confirm. Then you can supervise and coordinate the allotment procedure of registrar to the issue as per prescribed stock exchange guidelines. So if the issue is oversubscribed or undersubscribed, if it is undersubscribed, it is the responsibility of the underwriters to buy the rest of the shares. Or if it is oversubscribed, what are the rules framed by the stock exchanges? As per that, you have to allot the shares according to the stock exchange guidelines. Okay. Next, to ensure issue of a refund order, allotment letters, certificates within the time limit of 10 weeks after the closure of the subscription list. See here, once subscribed, so you may give allotment order and send their allotment certificates. Okay. Sometimes if it is our subscription, so it is the responsibility of their your agency like bankers to refund the amount, oversubscribed amount, to the concerned parties. Okay. After allotment, they may paid the amount for 100 shares, but the allotment only for 10 shares. What about the remaining 90 shares amount? It will be refunded to the party. This is called issue of refund order. Once the allotment is finished, so you can send the party, that is the allotment order and certificates. Okay. Next, coming to report periodically to SEBI about the progress in the matters related to allotment and refunds. So what are the things going on after the process finished? In the post issue, you have to give a relevant information from time to time to the controlling authority, that is SEBI. Okay. Then to ensure listing of securities at stock exchange. Once you clear the refund amount and send the certificates and allotment orders to the holders of the subscribers, holders of the shares, then you can submit to the stock exchanges for listing. Lastly, to attend investors' grievances regarding the public issue. If anything happens, any grievances will happen, and it is your prime responsibility to face and attend the grievances of the investors. This is the total process of the public issue or capital issue management. Hope all of you should understood this. And once again, I thank you, all of you, for patience, listening me and bearing me with this few interaction, with this interaction. Okay. Thank you one and all. Right.